All right, hey you guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to another video. This is not a regular pregnancy vlog update. I'm excited because I get to share with you a product that I found, and I love sharing things that I find with people. And so if you guys have seen any of my previous videos, you know that I had my oldest, so this is baby number 4 for me, but my oldest was 10 pounds and I gained like 65 pounds. I had abdominal separation, which I think they call diastasis recti. And I did not know about postpartum recovery belts at the time when I had him. I didn't wear one. And so my stomach kind of healed in a weird way, healed like funny. And it was almost like lumpy, and I had a cone belly, and it wasn't fun. And so then with my second baby, I heard about belly bands. So for pregnancy, I wore a prenatal like support belt, a belly band, and then immediately after I had my son, I went into the bathroom and I put this belt on because I was determined to help heal my abdominal muscles correctly. Okay. And I did. I had like severe, you guys, abdominal separation. So I am absolutely crazy about postpartum recovery belts, and not for like, oh, bounce back, get your, pregnancy shape back. Like, no, for me, it was, I want to make sure that my body is healing correctly. So with my second son, I tested out, oh my gosh, I tested out probably at least between 8 to 10 different postpartum support bands and recovery belts. And at that time, there were not a whole lot of options. And that was like 12 years ago when I bought that first one. So, yeah, so that was my story. So I tested a bunch out, some worked, some didn't, but I highly recommend one. All right, so here is the product I'm going to be reviewing for you today. And this is the Postpartum 3-in-1 Recovery Belt by KeaBabies. That's K-E-A, KeaBabies. And it also doubles. So the bottom piece also works as a pregnancy support belt as well. So that's pretty cool. So I am so picky about the collabs that I will take here, or like the products to review, because the one thing that I'm never going to do is just give a product a good review because somebody is going to say, and so I like won't even take free products. And so I'm very picky about that, but she sent it over and I got to learn a little bit about the company. And I love female and like family-based businesses. I really like supporting entrepreneurs in that fashion. So the company is called KeaBabies. Okay, so it's K-E-A Babies. I'm going to put all of the information down below so you can read the letter from the founder. It's got a really cool story. So she founded the company after she had her 2 sons. It was kind of crazy. Like, I was reading her story and I was like, oh my gosh. So she has a baby and she gets pregnant 5 months into that. And then her husband has some kind of like tragic accident and has to undergo 3 months of like intense physiotherapy to regain like movement and stuff in his spine. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, wow. And then their passion was to, create quality products for parents. And it was just really, really cool. And Kia was actually, I think it's like a bird, a very inquisitive, curious, intelligent bird, and it was from New Zealand. And so that inspired their brand, and it was just really cool. So I was reading this and I'm like, okay. And they offered to send me a product. And of course I'm going through and I'm like, so hard to pick. They've got really good quality products. And I was torn between the baby carrier wrap, which I'm still going to order, and the pregnancy support and recovery belt, which also has a prenatal support section. So that's what I went with, because I'm like, I want to be able to use this. I want to be able to use this product now to give you guys a good review. Okay. So let me just show you. So first of all, here is the box that it came in. Okay. It is priced very well, in my opinion, and I kind of think I'm an expert in this. There are other pregnancy and prenatal support belts that you can, the last ones I purchased were like from Amazon and stuff. So they were coming from cheap sellers from God knows where, from companies that didn't really have like a story. They're just making a product. And a lot of them weren't quite what I was looking for, because the support that I got from other recovery belts, it was either like it didn't go high enough, or it was too much like a girdle, and it didn't have the elasticity to like change things around. And so I kind of hodgepodged my own prenatal recovery belts, like from 2 to 3 different ones before. So it was a mess, and it probably cost me like $125. This is gonna cost you under $65. And depending on when you see this video, if you're curious, the specific belt that I have, I wanted the black one. They were out of stock, so I got nude. Right now it's 40% off, and I even have a code down below, like a link, so you can use that if you're curious. So let me just show you, and I'm also gonna insert a picture of what their pregnancy prenatal support belt looks like. And the really cool thing is, not only can you use it for postpartum, but there's a belt on the bottom, which I have been wearing for the past week. And it is amazing because this can be used as a prenatal pregnancy support belt. So you can use this while you're pregnant. Anyways, okay, you guys, I want to show you how I use this, okay? So the KeaBabies tag is going to go on, obviously, on the inside, okay? And I don't like this directly on my skin, so I really only wear this around the house unless I'm going to put it under my shirt, but I kind of just like it over my clothes. Okay, so you want to line that line up, kind of center with your spine, and then what I do is I tuck this right underneath of my belly, and I kind of, once it's in the middle, I kind of give it a little tug. See that? So I give it a little tug, and I tug, and then it kind of just feels like a nice little hug, okay? And then you see these right here? See these bands? These come around, and you can also like adjust them, which is super nice because you can adjust the amount of like pull, and you can actually feel, oh, you guys, it's just like an instant, it's like an instant relief in not only my back, like right here, but like right here. This is, it just, it feels like somebody really, really sexy, isn't it? Rare. It just feels like somebody is giving my hips a nice little hug and just kind of like bringing them together, which feels super nice. And you will definitely appreciate if you have had pelvic separation. And even if you didn't, you don't need pelvic separation to feel the full benefits of like a pregnancy support belt, but this is awesome. So anyways, you guys, KeaBabies, I'm going to put the link down below. They have a lot of good products too. Like I said, I'm really excited, was most excited to try their, what was it? Their baby carrier, this, postpartum recovery belt, which I swear every woman needs a postpartum recovery belt. Every woman needs one. I stand by that. Not just, for aesthetic reasons, but for like healing reasons. They're amazing. And I'm pretty sure just based on the quality of this that I'm going to love this. And this is going to be the best postpartum recovery belt I've ever had. So I'm really excited. So you're not going to use the waist belt. Okay. So it actually, and you guys, I was so impressed because I thought, for the price, I'm like, it's probably going to be a little, because it wasn't as expensive as I think it should be. Personally, you would probably pay $100 or more for this, in my opinion. So I think it's really, look at the material. I mean, they did a really nice job. I could not believe that. I pulled it out of the box. I was like, oh my goodness. You can see, like, look at, I mean, this is really good quality material, and the Velcro, this is not going to come off, right? So it's not like just a little bit of Velcro. Like, they did a really, really, really good job. And then here is the other one. I got the extra large just because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't too tight. And as you can see, they've also got, not only do they have this one right here, okay, which comes around, and then these kind of like layer. This offers extra support, which is just so, so nice. And then this one right here, this is the bottom piece. You can see it looks a little more worn because I've been wearing it for the past week. But again, it's just amazing how they design this. It's really well done. This is super soft, so it's not like itchy on your skin, even if you wore it under clothes. There's no, some of the belts have this like spine through them, all really flexible. So I really, really feel like this is gonna be so comfortable for so many of you after birth. The only one that has a spine in it is this piece right here. Okay, so you can see where the spines are, but it's not one thick one, it's three, and they're still pretty bendy. So many of the postpartum recovery belts that I've seen are too small. So like if you put it on your stomach, you know, there's room on the bottom where it's not being supported, or there's room on the top. So you really got to make sure that it covers the whole stomach. And that's where with other postpartum recovery belts, it's just one piece. And so if you're a shape that isn't like, whoop, all in one, it just doesn't work, right? It's like really constricting and tight. And so that's why I love that they have three pieces here that you can kind of like move around. And you guys, so I had been having really, really bad pelvic pain already. I'm only gonna be, let's see here, I'm almost 19 weeks, I think like tomorrow or something. So I'm about halfway done. But the pain that I feel in my pelvis was just like, oh my gosh. And even if you don't have pelvic pain, as your belly grows, this belt can go underneath of that to kind of like support and help, almost like help hold your belly up. So for me, when I put this on, I had been experiencing pelvic separation pain, and it felt like somebody was just like giving my hips a cozy hug, and it immediately, no joke, immediately like alleviated some of that pain that I'd been feeling. And I've been wearing this, like I said, every day for the past week, and I have not had pelvic pain like I had last week. So I think that this is playing a really big part in it. And obviously after I have the baby, I'll do a review on the entire belt, but I wanted to share that with you. And so again, thank you so much, KeaBabies, for sending this, for doing a collab, and for having me try this out and getting to share with everyone here. I'm super excited to connect all of my followers in the KeaBabies brand. So thank you guys. I'm excited to hear from you. If you try this and you love it, what your thoughts are, please come back and let me know. And if you do order, remember to use the link down below. It's my special link. So use my special link. All right, guys, now let's check the time. I don't know if I told you. Okay, we got a little bit of time. My kids started going back to school. My husband got a job. So it's quiet at home, which is crazy. So I've got to pick them up in a little bit. It's still pretty cold here, but look at it. I am so excited. I'm going to be hanging out there really soon. All right. Okay, guys, have an amazing, awesome, make today amazing. Not just have an awesome day. Make today, the rest of your day, awesome, right? Because it's a choice. So love y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Let me share this with you, and I will see you in the next video, which will be a regularly scheduled update. Okay, bye guys.